Hey guys, welcome back here into another video, and in this video I have a haul of a bunch of Lego that I got, so let's start. First we have these magazines here, so we have this Lloyd magazine here and this Golden Dragon Coal magazine. Then there's also this bag of goodies here, so as you can see inside there are a bunch of Spiderverse CMFs, like a lot, so that's really awesome. And also the Arin versus Dragonian Polybag, so that's really cool. And then there is also the, I can probably fit this on the camera here. We have Rogue's Mech Dragon Rider, or as I like to call it, the Rogue Jockey. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. I think I'm gonna start with the smaller things and then move up to the big set. So yeah, let's just start reviewing this stuff. Okay, so I just want to say that all this Lego here was bought by my dad because he went traveling for work and he brought all this over for me. So put in the comments, thanks dad, to make him happy. Alright, so let's start with all the Spiderverse CMFs. I'm going to start with this one right here because it's, the first one I got here. So I'm going to try to gently open it. Okay, there we go. Who do we got? We got Miles. By the way, I did scan this thing, so I do know which figures I got. I just don't know which ones in each box. So here we have all the minifigures. So first here we have the cowboy, really nice. It's different than the others, but I really like it. The horse here is really cool as well. Miles is generic. I feel like he's not lazy, but I'm not that excited about him, especially since he's a very similar minifigure to the Miles that came in the Spiderverse set. Hobie is just amazing, like the printing all around. It's honestly really great. His face expression here with the hair is also really awesome. Miguel O'Hara also, no comments. It's just amazing. The face expressions in this entire CMF are also amazing. Then Peter B. Parker here with Mayday in the front, I think is also a really nice minifigure. Miles Prowler here, pretty cool minifigure. Yeah, no other comments either. It's because these figures are just also cool. And Spider-Gwen here is also amazing. These three here are definitely my favorites. They were the ones I wanted the most, so I'm really happy to get them. But yeah, those are all the minifigures I got from the Spiderverse CMF. Now let's move on to the next set. So now we have the Arin versus Dragonian Polybag. So, this Polybag doesn't really have anything special, but my dad was at the store, and then he asked me if I wanted it, and then I said sure, and then he got it for me, so that's really awesome. Wow, that's crazy. Let's do a speed build, because why not? So here we have the Polybag. It's actually, a pretty simple build. So we have a Spectral Dragonian here. Come on, focus. Okay, so this one is the more generic variant. It doesn't have the armor piece. Stop, focus, bro. Okay, so it is the more generic variant, but it's still really nice to get. We also do get Arin here without his upper mask, which is a bit disappointing, but still nice to get his hairpiece again. And then finally here we do have the Lost build. This is honestly one of the best Polybags in terms of the build because it's actually something we see in the show. You can spin this little side thing here, like how Arin spins it in the show, so that he can use the little potion thing to get the elixir, so that he can save Roz. So I think that's a pretty cool detail how you can actually spin it. So yeah, then there's a little frog here, but yeah, it's a pretty simple build. But I mean, if you have an extra $5 and you like the build, I would recommend picking it up. So before we move on to the actual big set, we do have two magazines to look at here, which we're not going to look at, and we're just going to look at the minifigures. Alright, so here we have both the minifigures. I already have both of these, but it's really awesome to get spares. The Lloyd one here, it's, Storm Lloyd, really cool minifigure. The weapon is also very unique. I really like it, honestly. So that's really nice. Storm Lloyd is just the generic Storm Lloyd, nothing different. And as for Dragon Form Cole here, it did come with the missing, one of the missing tooth pieces here, so the wing does look a bit incomplete, but it's still a really nice minifigure. And, yeah, the sword is also pretty cool, but, yeah, it's just such a cool minifigure, and I'm happy to have a spare. Alright, guys, so I think it's about time we start building the big set here. Rogue's Mech Dragon Rider, my bad, guys. Because it's a really cool set, and I'm really excited to build this one, so let's go. Alright guys, so we have bag numero uno, numero dos, numero tres, numero cuatro, numero cinco, numero seis. My bad, gang. I just felt like speaking some Spanish. Alright guys, so here's the complete set, and I'm proud to say that now I officially have the
chicken jockey.
Yeah, I know the meme's dead, but I've just been waiting to say that, so sue me. But let's just get into the actual review. So first, I think it's better we start with the minifigures here. So we actually get Arin, you know, Dark Arin. Oh, let me zoom in here. So the minifigure is actually really cool. I actually didn't have this complete variant. You know, I had this one here from the Polybag, but I didn't have the one with the black mask, so that's really cool. My 4th reveal blade, I'm pretty sure, but still really cool to get. Really nice part. We have a Spectral Dragonian. Again, really generic, nothing special. He does come with the wings. He's one of the 2 Dragonians to come with wings, so that's really nice, I guess. Here now, the most exciting minifigure of the set is Rox of the Forbidden 5. Really happy to finally have her because now I have all the Forbidden 5 minifigures. She got a really nice back print as well. Her face print is amazing. Honestly, I'm really happy to finally get my hands on this minifigure. And then lastly, inside the mech, we also get Rogue. But yeah, speaking of the mech, let's get into it. Let me just put Rogue back in his mech. So, I think it's better we start with the mech itself. So let me get him out here. So, I think it's honestly a really nice mech. I like how it keeps... Oh, wait, the spear fell down because this is actually the minifigs accessory. But, yeah, I think it's a really nice build. It follows the Evo Mech style and, Evo Mech format. The only difference that it uses this cockpit right here, which is, from, like, the Avengers... Oh, dang. It's from, like, the Nexonite sets and the Avengers mechs. But I think it still works really well. I really like the mech in the show, so, that might make it biased as well. But, honestly, like, the sandals on the feet are nice. The cape piece here is really cool. Honestly, it's just a really, really nice mech. Then now for the dragon itself. It reminds me a lot, like the shaping here with the legs and everything, reminds me a lot of Jiro, the elemental lightning dragon from Dragon's Rising Season 1. The lightning pieces coming out here are really cool. The new, these molds aren't new, I'm pretty sure. None of them aren't new, like neither the top or the bottom, but they're new in this color, I'm pretty sure, with this printing, obviously. So, really nice. It's got these nice, like, mechanical wings here. I'm a really big fan of those. Like, like the printing here. Made of, like, I don't know, like some type of plastic. Same material used on the cape. Here, as you can see, the shape that, like, looks a lot like Jay's dragon. Especially on the legs here with this round piece. But then here, as you can see, you have the tail. This nice sword. The feet here, they use, like, the similar technique that a lot of Ninjago mechs have been using. So that's cool, I guess. As you can see, it really looks like an actual mech dragon because you can see, like, the engines here and, like, at the front and, like, here on the back, on the neck. So, yeah, really, really nice. Then, of course, here there's the saddle and there's these 2 clips under Jay's mech where you can just, plop him on there. And, yeah, honestly, I've been saying honestly way too much, but it's just because it's such a cool build. I really like it. Like, I really, really like this thing, and I'm really happy to finally have it in hand after, a few months of it coming out. So, in total, there are around 15 minifigures, which is also honestly really cool. Plus, the actual Rogue Jockey build, the Polybag, and this little, like, Ninjago trading card here, which came in one of the magazines. But, yeah. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to share this video with all your friends and family. As you guys know, it really helps me out a lot. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios. Wait, guys, so, like, I was just actually looking at the magazines, and, like, what is going on here? Like Mr. Frohickey in the administration, and he ends up in, like, the doctor's office, and there's, like, a Dr. Mr. Frohickey. Like, guys, I don't remember this happening in Ninjago. I don't remember this happening in the show.